Diffusion is a term that I learned from Cyrus H. Gordon. I would have used it more in my latest work had I been familiar with it. One must use a variety of disciplines when trying to discover the truth about the ancient world. Archaeology, art, geography, geology, economics, sociology, language, religion, rituals, astronomy, and many more disciplines at any given time can save the day and provide insight when every other lead dries up. One of the qualities that set me apart is my knowledge of astrotheology and my ability to recognize it in every culture's history. Another strength of mine is philology. This comes from a combination of knowledge about languages and their alphabets, the different versions used over time, but more importantly, the ability to recognize the patterns in these languages and the philological possibilities. You don't need to know how to speak the languages. You merely need to be able to transliterate them and translate them. Anytime two or more languages share three words, it is 10-to-1 odds that they come from the same source or parent language. At 6 words, the odds jump to 1,700-to-1, and at 8 words, the odds jump to 100,000-to-1. In the Holy Sailors, I showed over 30 words in Celtic, Roman, and Sanskrit that are philologically the same. I demonstrated linguistic, architectural, and religious diffusion in Mexico and in South America in my last few books, but particularly focused on the language of one American tribe that had an affinity to the Highland language, Ancient Irish and Wild Scots, in Spirit World, Terminalia, click the image. Not only is there a linguistic connection that defies the status quo narrative, but there is religious and architectural affinity as well. Then, there is Wafer's encounter with white Indians. If these locations weren't oceans apart, it wouldn't be a big deal. But Europeans were the only ones that can demonstrate the ability to navigate oceans. Everyone else's claim is just a claim with no demonstrative evidence, i.e., China navigated the world seas till the 6th century, but then the Celestial Empire abandoned that way of life. Controlling the seas is exactly the thing that gives an empire the advantage to dominate. Crossing an ocean can require months. The ability to use celestial navigation is the difference between getting home or not. Cultural diffusion requires the back and forth interaction with each other. One cannot just shipwreck on a foreign land and inspire diffusion. Who was the culture that had these capabilities in order for this diffusion to occur? The Etrusco-Phoenicians. This is a controversial subject. I will give insight and support this possible instance of diffusion, but I will also provide criticism of this particular claim. In my last 2 books, I give examples of possible diffusion between the Americas and the Old World civilizations featured in the map on the other side of the paywall. Become a member to access the rest of this article.